Christopher Cross.
You know the guy
who's got
talent.
My video is turned off, it says. Why is that?
What? Oh,
There
I
we
see
go.
it. It's coming. There you are. I see you.
He doesn't look a thing like Scott Johnson.
That's the Killers?
That's the Killers.
I
We
don't-
might be listening to a version of that today. By gum.
I don't like the Killers very much. I think it's the
Really?
singer. The music's fine. My daughter was really into him, so they were always playing around here, but something about that guy. I don't know. I can't do him, but something.
Now he's falling asleep and she's taking a drag and she's
Yeah, there's just something about he's a little exuberant.
turning him into Fred Schneider from the B-52s all of a sudden. Now she's taking a drink.
That
and
would
he's
totally
touching her
fit.
chest, and she's taking a cab.
What a great cover that would be. Love Fred Schneider. That guy is the best.
Brightside, he's a little old place where...
I got me a Chrysler. It seats about 20. So come on. He's just great.
Someday on the show, I'll have to play his cover of Put the Lime in the Coconut.
Oh
by
my
Nilsson.
gosh, that's a thing.
Put the lime in the coconut and drink them both together.
He did that?
Yes.
Oh. I'm in. You didn't have to say much more than that. That's brilliant.
No, I'm sure. He had a couple solo albums.
Oh, did he? I had no idea he ever did anything on his own.
Yep. You've heard There's a Monster in My Pants.
I
right?
have heard that, yes.
Yeah, that's from one of his solo albums, although you'd never guess it because I think it's got Kate Pearson and Cindy Wilson on
Yeah, I was
back
going to
vocals.
say. I thought that was a straight up B-52s deal. What do I know?
Right.
Okay, I think we're pretty good here. Oh, I could have... Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in the new Sin City. I could have guessed that.
Oh
Doesn't that
gosh,
seem
yeah.
like-
It just seems like a
Like, duh.
perfect fit. Yeah.
Yeah, like, of course he is. Of course he's in that. All right, so we have everything lined up. I can't really see any holes in our plan.
Okay. Good.
We're ready,
Our
I
plan
think.
is sound.
Our plan is sound. Oh, Wendy's not here today. She's
Oh.
I know. She called me late last night. Says I got a thing I have to do for a friend. I'm going to be gone in the morning. I said, oh, okay, don't worry about it.
So it'll
We'll call
be
now.
Scott and Brian giving out misinformation and helping people.
Yeah. And we'll have people call in strictly for questions today. That's how we're going to do it.
Call now. If you don't begin, so you have to first tell us your name
Yeah.
and where you're from, and if you don't get to a question within 10 seconds, you're out.
Yeah. We call it the genie rule. It's going to be.
The genie rule. I love it.
I like it. We're going to name it after Jeannie, and I'm all for it.
She's our best producer in absentia.
That's right.
You know, producer by proxy.
Virtual booth. Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, I think we're good. Let's record this program.
And I'm going to kill my feed, folks, because there's probably no point in you hearing us in two feeds and seeing two video versions of me facing different ways.
It's an entirely valid point.
And you don't need that bandwidth.
No. Who does? No.
I mean, I do need that bandwidth, I guess.
Who do? Well, actually, you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I say who do, I mean you do.
Who do? You do. Do what?
Do?
Remind me of the babe. Come on.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
What?
What is it? I probably do.
If I begin with, you remind me of the babe, you're supposed to say, what babe?
The pig?
Oh, the babe with the power.
The babe with the power?
power?
What power?
The power of voodoo.
The
Voodoo?
Voodoo.
Oh, what the?
I don't know this. What is this?
It's David Bowie in freaking Labyrinth.
Oh! All right. Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, Scott. Oh, I'm done. All right,
I may
that's it.
I may have tucked that away to an unused part of my brain because I'm not a huge fan of his performance in that movie.
Oh, but his codpiece gives such a great supporting
It is. Oh, and his balls, the crystal balls.
That's right.
Good stuff. All right, here we go. Let's.
Scene where he's fingering them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, welcome to Night Attack.
Enjoying that, video only people who are watching this on YouTube.
That's right.
All right, here we go. I think we're ready to go. You ready to go?
I am ready.
All right, let's do it. It's recording. We're good. Everyone holds tight. It begins in 3, 2. Oh, Scott, you better have the music ready. Or the thing. Okay, there we go. In 3, 2, 1. Coming up on TMS, TMS PM is born.
What do dog walkers and Pokemon fans have in common?
You're not going to believe this story. Pizza Hut closes down because employee is the worst.
Oh, yeah, he is. There are some confused Japanese tourists in Salt Lake City.
Bieber will go ahead and stand trial.
We have a new Star Wars villain to worry about now.
We play Call Now and read your emails on this episode of the Morning Stream.
This is Bugs Bunny. I've been a pop star all my life, man, I've seen it all. Along the way, I've heard of some folks getting mixed up with hard drugs, like smack and downers. Now let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with sharing a good, healthy carrot with some pals before a show. But stay away from those bad, hard drugs, unless you want to wind up asking me, what's up, Doc?
It's very distressing.
The morning stream, 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 the morning stream.
Facial Kegel exercises.
I feel like that should have been longer from Fletcher. Like it shouldn't have just been him yelling,
Facial Kegel exercises.
I feel like that should have had more.
Should have maybe said the name of the show somewhere there.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Here, I'll give you another one.
The Morning Stream. Strong enough for a man, but made for Brian Ibbett.
Oh, he's right over there.
I can't believe you made...
All right, got it. Hey, it's Brian Ibbett over there. Hey, Brian.
The smack and downers.
That is an odd ad.
It's really bizarre hearing Bugs Bunny, hearing Mel Blanc saying smack and downers.
Yeah, I assume it's Mel Blanc. Part of me thinks it might have been not him, but it's the one thing about it though is this idea that Bugs Bunny is going to talk to you about hard drugs, and then but the only logical opposite of that is to share a carrot with your buddies.
Right.
I don't know. That just seems a little off to me.
It does seem a little off.
Doesn't work. But
what
I'll tell
about,
you.
what about viruses and bacteria that you get from sharing a carrot?
Well, not to mention they're full of pesticides and
right.
Who knows what dirty hands fondled that carrot before it made its way here from the Guatemalan carrot fields. I don't know where they make them.
Unless you buy from HelloFresh.
That's right. Then they're fresh carrots.
No, you're getting good carrots.
More on them later. It's morning stream time. It's the morning stream, TMS. And you heard it right at the top of the show. Because we hit our Patreon goal, we're going to have our 5th episode a week, which we'll record at night. We're going to call it the TMS PM. We are not calling it PMS, even though you all want us to, because that is silly. And I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I get the menstrual cramps real hard. What's that from?
Raising Arizona.
Raising Arizona. Thank you very much.
So, jail circle discussion.
That guy's the best. Yes, jail circle discussion. I think they call that
the name
group,
of that scene.
I think it's group therapy. Usually is what that's referred to.
No. I remember seeing Joel and Ethan Coen brothers script for that, and it said jail circle discussion scene.
Everyone go watch that movie, and then that's all you'll think about. TMS PM is a thing. It will, if all goes well, it will start on the 7th of March. That means this thing is going to be planned for Thursday evenings.
1 Earth week from today.
Yeah, 1 Earth week from today. We'll start it. Now, this is dependent on one important factor, and that is, three. Brian has to live that long. I have to live that long.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And assuming you and I live that long, then the show will go on with one other factor in place, and that is this. We are slowly or closely approaching the bill date for when Patreon goes bing and pings everybody. and there's a sneaking, not a suspicion, but there's this potential that a bunch of people could pull out at the last second and say, well, I just wanted to have my name in there and be a part of this for a while, but I'm not actually going to stick around for the actual billing cycle. If that happens and we dip below the 5, then no show on the 7th.
Oh, we just take it. We just yank it right out of your little grasp.
Exactly. You'll have to wait until the next time we get there. That's why it's it's important to know that the reason we're doing this is because we hit the goal, not that we pretend hit the goal. You know what I mean? We have to actually hit the goal. So I have full confidence that after the 1st, which is a couple days from now.
You are a harsh mistress, Scott Johnson.
Well, what's today? The 27th. 28th is the last day of the month tomorrow. So Saturday's the 1st.
Right.
So we'll know by Monday if a bunch of people bailed.
Right.
And if they did, no show, man.
So we wouldn't even get notified until the billing. Like if they
won't
signed
know.
up and said, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna go put my money over on Callie Lewis's show instead.
Yeah, or just not pay at all. Like
no
they're
agenda or yeah, right.
Sure. Is no agenda up there? Are they doing their thing?
I have no idea if they have a Patreon.
I'm gonna find
What's
out.
Patreon doing anyway?
Yeah, they've got people, their talent. Let's see. I'm
You
just
looked at his
checking. I'm checking here. Nope, they're not on here. But I can tell you this: we are currently at 5 and some change. If there's a massive pullout, we'll probably know by then because this will reflect it. So if somebody pulls out, we'll see. Oh, it's only at 470 something. And
So you're saying that people really, to be safe, they should just run right over to Patreon right now and double up whatever their
yeah, if you want to insure
their
things,
amount is.
sure.
It's like insurance is basically what it is.
Right, because some joker somewhere is going to go, I'm pulling my $50 out, and you're going to have to deal with the repercussions. The repercussions, as my dad would say. So, anyway, I'm not worried. I'm just letting people know so you know what's going on there.
You guys love us. You're with us for the long haul.
That's
and,
right. That's right. And many of you are going to be sitting with us at Nerdacular. A reminder to go get your damn tickets and get them now.
Yes.
Because they're going quick. Nerdacular.com is the place.
You know what I'm excited for this year? I didn't, because of the 2 concert night situation.
Right.
I didn't get to do any board games with people.
Oh, that'd be great.
None whatsoever. Now that we've got all the concerts all
Zipped up and
compressed
ready.
onto one night,
Mm-hmm.
now I can play some board games.
Loving
with
that.
people.
You know what? You and I should play with them together.
What?
Yeah, because we don't spend near enough of our week together. Let's do that all through that.
Yes.
Here's
right,
here's
exactly.
what I'm thinking. So the cryptozoic dude, we just call him that. He's coming again, and he's coming in tow with a ton of games.
Awesome.
And is going to be there to give a bunch of stuff so people have the games to play. Plus, people bring their own stuff. There's Munchkin copies and
Oh god, yeah, Munchkin and Cards Against Humanity all over the place.
Magic the Gathering, whatever.
Plus the Nerdacular edition, the FROGPANTS edition of Cards Against Humanity
Yeah.
will be there.
I hope Ralph's coming. I haven't heard. You think Ralph's coming?
I'm sure Ralph's coming.
I love Ralph. I want
There ain't no party like a Ralph party.
Like a Ralph
'Cause
party.
A Ralph party don't stop.
That's right. Ralph, come party, man. We'll see you there. But I think he's in the chat. He usually is. Anyway, the point is, games for everybody. It's going to be fantastic. I always forget to pimp that more because last year was kind of an experiment. We didn't know how it would be received, the gaming zone thing. The tabletop gaming just killed it. People were into it. I mean, they were skipping really important pieces of like panel content just to keep their Magic game going.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is great. We want to encourage this. So that'll be a big part of the festivities. More details about all that and more coming soon at nerdacular.com. The very first post is really everything we know so far. And as we know more, it will be added there. So one-stop shop for all your business needs or whatever. All right, so that's going on. One last reminder or / warning that if you want to make your picks for this year's Oscars.
Oh, well, that's right.
Being
this
a competition.
Your last warning, people.
Mm-hmm. And you've got quite the prize stash edition being kind of accumulated there.
I'm assembling something for people who like movies and random crap.
Yep. It's going to be amazing.
You know what, people? Oh, yeah. So here's what you compare it to. If people are out there are familiar with Woot.
Yeah, Woot.
The website Woot. This will be a bag of crap. It'll be good stuff, but it'll be like stuff you're not expecting. So you'll open it up and you'll be like, oh, all right, a Blu-ray copy of The Dark Knight. And then you'll pull this out. It's like, oh, wow, some brand new still wrapped in plastic TiVo coasters. Oh, look at this. It's there's going to be a bunch of great stuff in there.
Brian's old CPAP hose. How'd that get in here?
No, there will not be anything foul or disgusting. This will be a treasure trove to top all treasure troves.
Perfect. If I get a finger full of butter and I wipe it on your CPAP, is that a pap smear? Is that what happens?
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But
Great.
if you do win the package, you are contractually bound somehow to do an unboxing so people can see what was in it.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Even if it's just a private video you share only in the Tadpole Facebook page or something.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
You don't have to display that for the world if you don't want.
Sure. Why wouldn't you want
Well, it is the internet. It's the time
Why
we live
wouldn't
in.
you want to?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's doing selfies and I don't know why I'm
Bottle
talking
of
how I know.
thickened liquid will be in there.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I
don't have any more, Genie.
You
It's
brought
all
up an interesting point, or you made me remind me of something.
Okay.
I don't think that's the way to say any of
No.
what I said. And that is this: I was on Instagram. And there was, they have the popular ones, so you're supposed to kind of look at look at these. These are hot photos of somebody walking their dog or whatever. They're the featured ones, basically. So I clicked on one, just curious, and popped in there, and it is, I don't know, 400 and something photos in their total account, and they have 250,000 followers. Okay, 250,000 followers there on this account. And I looked at the pictures on the first 3 pages. After that, I gave up. They were all selfies of either the same angle or slightly different angles, but all selfies of this girl. Just constant snap, duck face, snap, 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 snap. Same girl. Selfies, every photo, hundreds of them, 250,000 followers.
Oh my God! Why?
What the hell is going on with the world? What are we doing with ourselves? Now, it's not so much. I understand, she's cute or whatever, but she wasn't like overly like these. This wasn't like her in some sexy lingerie every other photo or anything.
It was just her and
it was her in the bathroom 90% of the time, going click and smiling. And I tried to say, all right, well, am I wrong here? Is she some big shot? Is she an actress or something, or something else?
Famous for something, yeah.
I looked around. No body of work that's discernible in any way. The name only brought up an Instagram page when I Googled it. She's some girl, some high school, roughly aged, maybe 17, 18-year-old girl doing nothing but selfies of her duck lips and batting her eyes, and that's it. Now, I'm comfortable living in the world we are living in today, Brian. I actually think, we're freer of disease than we have been before. Overall, things are pretty good. We're living longer.
We may have come up with some new diseases, but
yeah, it's an okay place to hang your hat. It's fine. It's a good world. But this shouldn't be the way. How are you doing that? What are you doing? What is it? What is it that people are flogging to? What are you flocking to?
Well, they might be flogging to it too.
Oops. There's a little faux pas there.
A little Freudian slip.
Yeah, slippy Freud. So he was the frog that told you to do a barrel. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah. He told you to do a barrel roll, right?
We both went there.
Yeah, we did. Done. That's how it's supposed to work.
Our menses are finally in sync.
For our PMS at night. So now I got to play that stupid clip because this is how I work. Here we go.
Do a barrel roll.
There you go.
Well done.
Do a barrel roll. Anyway, point is, what was my point? I don't remember now.
Instagram, selfies.
Oh, yeah, but what 250,000 followers of nothing but selfies, guys. And all of them, most of them didn't even have a word to say. They were all just like no text, just straight up, here's my selfie for the day.
Sure.
Is that fine with you? How's this sit with you? Do you hold with the bub?
You know what she could be doing? And if she is doing this, then power to her. And I hope that this is the end game for this. At the end of 365 days of selfies, she makes a video compiling them all, because that would be kind of fun to see.
Oh yeah, like over time, and you can see how your hair changed. That's cool.
Like it's always the same angle, always the same location, different outfit, but you see how your face changes over a year, and your blemishes come, blemishes go.
Sure, it's like that dude that took a photo
maybe that
for
spot. You get check it out.
Some dude I saw took a photo. It was some blog, but he took a photo of himself for 35 years, and then did just this. Made a video of it, right? And it was photos back when he had to develop them, and then it was Polaroids were a couple of them. And then it got digital later, and now they're super high res, and he's in his late 50s. But when he started, he was in his 20s, and it's really fascinating to see that. That deserves 250,000 followers.
Yeah, right.
This girl making a smirk every other inch is not. I don't get it.
It's a good way to just kind of weed out the herd, though, isn't it? It's like, all right, if you've got nothing else going on in your life, that you're gonna follow the selfie bathroom girl.
Yeah, and don't even get me started on the comments. I mean, some of them were like the most inane. Oh my gosh, I totally have those earrings.
Girl, you are hot.
Yeah, girl, you are hot. Ooh, I would totally hit that was a common phrase.
I'm sure.
Anyway, I find it all very annoying. Yeah, what are you gonna do though?
It's very distressing.
Got a story I need some help with. Some further proof that I am either a magnet for this, or I am unlucky, or something's going on.
Okay.
Walking the dog. This was yesterday. It's kind of dusky night, dark, getting dark. It's warm though. We're having great weather right now. It's like 55 at night. It was great. And I'm in shorts, for heaven's sakes, you people out there listening. I was in shorts. I'm in shorts now, in fact. Here, look at this, chat room. I'm wearing
Shorts, you say?
Anyway, I'm wearing shorts. So I'm walking the dog, and there's a guy on the other side of this kind of strip park. It's a small park that's kind of more long than it is wide. And he's on the sidewalk on the other side of it, and there are trees between us. And it's nice out, and like I said, and everything else. I'm wearing kind of a hoodie thing and my shorts and sandals with socks on. I just want to point that out. That's how I was rolling yesterday.
Okay. You're quite the fashion plate.
Fashionista, yeah, totally.
Yes.
I was a regular Gucci or whatever. Gucci? Is that a thing? Yeah, Gucci.
Sure.
They make watches and underwear and stuff.
And clothes, sure, bags.
Not just watches and underwear? Okay.
I don't know if they make shoes, but sure, Gucci.
All right, fine. So he's over there, and I'm looking at him to just, you acknowledge other people. Oh, hey, how's it going kind of thing. Kind of like your awkward silence up the tram idea, right? Same idea. Mm-hmm. So this guy, he's got a bag of poo like I do. I've got a bag of dog poo, right? Daisy is just gone. I'm holding a little pink bag of tied together dog poo.
Dog poo bag brothers.
Yeah. We're out there doing what we're
brothers
supposed to do.
Arms.
And he has a small dog. It's like we're kindred spirits. And so Daisy's
alternate Earth version of Scott Johnson.
Exactly. That's what it felt like. It was really weird.
Sure.
But this guy, when I look over, looks at me, raises his poo bag, and yells, "Pokemon!" He yelled Pokemon.
Are you sure he yelled Pokemon?
Clear as day, he said the word Pokemon. I am 100% sure he yelled Pokemon.
My initial thought is that he's kind of making the joke like you gotta catch them all.
Oh, maybe that was it. I hadn't even considered that. That's a great explanation. Like he's joking around.
But it's such a long way to get. I mean, it's a long way to get there. It's a big assumption on your part that you know the Pokemon.
Right.
Slogan.
This is the thing you would say if I knew the guy, like we're regular acquaintances. Maybe he was, and I just didn't recognize him. This is totally possible. Yeah. I'm kind of blind at dusk. I don't have great kind of night vision, recognition, facial stuff. I never have.
Yeah, right.
So I think, and a lot of people don't. That's why you're not supposed to drive then, or it's most accidents happen at dusk and things like that. Is it dusk? Yeah, dawn is the morning, right?
Right.
So, it's not from dawn till dusk. It's from dusk till dawn. Come on now. So I think if that is what he meant, and I really like your theory.
It's clever if it is.
Yeah.
If that's really what he was thinking, then way to go,
great.
guy.
That's
one of those great
it's a wonderful
things
reference
to say that makes you think for a while. But
right. But two adult men who don't know each other walking around a park opposite one another and to yell Pokemon, that's assuming a lot about what I'm gonna get from it.
Could he have been saying Poopymon?
Oh, I don't think so.
That's Jamaican?
That's even worse. That's even more assumptive. It's like, like Pokemon, but Poopymon, get it?
Well, no, I think he could have been Jamaican.
Oh, like
Poopymon.
Poopymon. Maybe he has a troll warrior in World of Warcraft. Even more knowing. I don't know. I just these things happen, and I go, who am I? What am I doing here? How did that guy say that? Why is that happening to me? And then I have no reaction to these things. He says that, and I just like,
sure.
Okay.
Did you wave back or anything like that? And
I waved, but I didn't. I kind of just went hand
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Up. I'm more of a Voltron man myself. I'm a little older than that. But he looked like my age, late 30s, early 40s, something like that. I don't know. So chat room, once again, not chat room, but people listening at home and live, if you want to email in your theories as to why a guy would hold a doggy bag in the air and yell Pokemon at me, I would really appreciate it.
Well, see, between this and fart gas and weird stuff that you hear in the food drive-through and stuff, when was the last time you got your hearing checked? Just saying.
You're starting to hear or see a pattern here.
Maybe it's not everybody else.
It's entirely possible. Raylan Givens on the fantastic show Justified once said, if you're walking around, and I can't remember the words, you're walking around in the day and you meet one asshole, then he's the asshole. He says, if you spend all day talking to nothing but assholes, you're the asshole. Meaning, it's possible.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, anyone listening in their car with their kids, but yes, you get it. It's a lot of a-holes in one 20-second period there. All right, that's it for that.
Worst Timothy Olyphant impersonation
It's
ever.
pretty bad. If you have a theory, though, we're accepting all comers. So you let me know. While I call Daryl the old-fashioned way, which is just step away.
Now, who had a week?
Yeah.
Since the first bet, the first wager.
I keep thinking I'm going to do it, and then I don't do it. I don't know what my problem is.
What do you need to do? Are you doing like a remote desktop kind of situation?
I'm not doing anything right now. I'm
No, I mean,
actually.
what? Well, I know you're walking over to the other desktop, but like, are you? Is that what you would do? Just do it via remote desktop?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You don't even need to. There's nothing you need to set up. Probably you can just go into your
Just enable
into
the
a Finder
Windows
window.
thing, and
Yeah, just go into Finder window, say share screen, boom, click, done.
that's it. That's all you do.
That's all you do.
All right. Well,
I'll walk you through it after the show. How's
Okay,
that?
fine, perfect. Make your bets now as to whether we will remember to do this. Everybody, it sounds good to me.
Oh, we will.
All right, here we
We
go.
will.
It's Stump a Trek Nerd, brought to you by.
2 years ago, we made a little game called Forget Me Not Annie while we were at school, and now it has been greenlit by Steam with over 300,000 downloads worldwide. So now we've returned to turn that demo into a full feature-length horror game called Wishful Lie. Our Kickstarter campaign will be launched on February 26th, and we could really use your help and support. So go check out our campaign at Kickstarter by searching for Wishful Lie, or visit our site at wishful-lie.com.
Nice.
Share, tell your friends, and pledge a trouser browning experience guaranteed, or your money back.
Sorry, I just noticed a tweet from Christopher Dunn on Twitter. He sent it to me, you, Viking Lass, and the morning stream, and says, if you stop arting and start selfieing, I'm gonna unfollow. Don't worry, man. I don't see this as a way out. I don't see it as a plan. Like, I see that happening, and I just go, whatever, man. I do think though, Brian. Let's imagine the body of work that I'm creating right now. Yeah, imagine, right? Imagine. Hold on. Imagine. There you go. Imagine
I did
that.
it for you, so you didn't have to do the sound.
Oh, is that why you did it?
That's why I did it.
Imagine that I have all that I've worked hard to do, and I'm 22 and hot, and I'm a girl.
Sure.
Imagine then what my life looks like. Oh my gosh.
Right. Oh my God. The Twitter followers.
Yeah, the creepy replies.
Right.
The
YouTube comments.
the
Anytime you post a
comments.
Nerdacular video, I'd like to nerd your tacular.
Yeah, exactly.
If you know what I mean, which is to have sex with you.
Well, I
By the
assume
way,
that's what you meant.
Think
Yeah.
of all the lice she's saving, though, by doing all those selfies solo, right?
Oh, good point.
No lice issues.
Yeah, exactly. Daryl, you're a guy who hasn't had to deal with lice because of all the selfies that exist, right?
Right.
Right. Daryl's here. It's Daryl, everybody, the Trek nerd. He's here to be stumped, or maybe not. Depends. It's still this weird Breaking Bad week thing we're doing. And so far, you are 2 down, 1 up, and hopefully today you'll tie it up to be 50-50 for the week.
Sure.
How you feel about your chances, man?
Oh, I think I'm ready this time.
All right, because you've watched it probably a couple of times now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's find out how Daryl does on this episode.
He's gonna watch another episode of Breaking Bad. Like, I know you've seen parts of the first one,
Yeah.
but you're gonna watch another episode of Breaking Bad, and you're gonna be completely like, well, what the heck does that have to do with these two guys?
Yeah. Yes, you are going to do that. You need to watch the show. It's the most amazing thing ever. And by the way, I'm here to say one more time
And I'm here to tell you.
that they are somehow, despite my brain's unwillingness to accept the fact that it is, A&E's Bates Motel is really good.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it's so good. I'm having a disconnect, Brian. It should suck. It's this idea of, let's make a modern day prequel to the Psycho story.
Well, you know why? I think it's because it adds a little bit more, right? It's not just
Adds a lot.
creepy Norman Bates and creepy mom.
Yeah.
It adds the whole city. Like, there's stuff going on there, and it's kind of Twin Peaksy.
Very
in a
Twin
way.
Peaks, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that vibe totally. I was watching it yesterday, and my brain went like it made the song.
Right.
So it's definitely, you're right about that, and I like that part of it. I just don't think this should be good, and it is. And that isn't to say that it isn't good, and I'm just somehow being fooled. I mean, it's genuinely really good. It's really well made and acted, but it's got all this stuff working against it. It's on A&E. That's kind of weird. Now, AMC used to be weird too, but it's not anymore, and it's synonymous with great drama, but A&E's not really known for that. This is Duck Dynasty. This is freaking Dog the Bounty Hunter. This is the biography, stupid show and all that. It's not known for this. So that right there is like, oh, but this is good. How are you on A&E? And then part of me later is like, oh, this acting's amazing and this storyline's incredible. And it's a prequel to a classic thing that most people be pissed that you're messing with it, you know? It's just, when people pull this off, it's amazing to me because it's so hard. It's so easy to screw this up. And that show's really good. So recommended. I think people should watch it.
Hey, Daryl has work to get to, I'm sure.
Yeah, Daryl, you got stuff to do? All right, here you go. Let's get your question.
Hold on. You know what I want to do, though, before that?
Oh, yeah, go ahead and delay.
This is with Daryl. This is with Daryl, though.
Okay, all right.
Do you want to try and Kreskin the question? Now that you've watched that clip a few times, do you want to try and predict the question that Iceworm is going to answer? You'll still get a chance to give your right answer.
Can we give him a hint?
Kreskin it?
Can we give him a hint that it?
I don't even want a hint.
Okay, go ahead, Kreskin it.
I'm going to say that the answer, I don't even remember the question, but the answer is 147.
Okay.
All right, well, let's see how you do with that. Double whammy today. If you know what, if you're right about that, we'll give you an extra point.
If he gets that right, then he's complete for the week.
Yeah, the whole week gets expunged, and you're back on top.
Yes.
All right,
Or it could be, the answer could also be Andorian.
It could be. But
Okay.
let's find out. While Scotty is in the transporter room, a female crew member enters to distract Scotty. He accidentally hits a wrong lever and beams Chekhov's guts into outer space. Who distracts Scotty in Badger's story on Breaking Bad? Is it A, Yeoman Rand, B, Nurse Chapel, C, Dr. Marcus, or D, Uhura?
I really wanted that extra point.
Yeah, that number was wrong.
Yeah.
Well. And
Well,
it was
it's the right
kinda-
number, wrong question.
Right. We could have played, but I didn't want to. Double whammy. But there's your question. Now, before you answer it, before you tell us which female character was referred to as the one that distracted Scotty, why don't you lay on us a birthday in the Star Trek universe?
Okay, that would be Barbara Babcock. She is 77 today. She played 7 different TOS characters, including the voice of Isis the cat, which means she must have sat there making meowing voices into a microphone.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I remember
Who's
not liking
Isis
that.
the cat? That wasn't Data's cat, obviously. Who had
No,
a cat
that
named
was-
Isis?
No, that was from TOS with the Gary Seven, the guy that had to blow up the rocket and had a black
Okay.
cat.
Gotcha. All right.
And at the end, she turned into some lady.
Let's see. Isis the cat Trek. I want to see if we can get the sound of her doing that.
Oh, that'd be awesome if you can.
Yeah, here we go. Start Assignment Earth. Is that the episode?
Yep, that's the one.
All right, let's see. This is about a minute, but let's see if we can narrow it down here.
Captain Kirk, you interfere with me, you'll change history.
Oh my gosh. Is that really her?
Yes.
Wait. This is skipping around. I want to hear that again.
You'll change history.
It's Barbara Babcock earning a paycheck. Right there.
That's great. That's so good. That's so good. All right, well, she's alive still?
Yes.
Okay. I bet she sounds like this all the time now.
Yeah, probably.
Get off my lawn.
All right. Good stuff. That's great. Well, since we're talking about females today, and that's in Star Trek, that's even better. So which of these do you think it was? Yeoman Rand, Nurse Chapel, Dr. Marcus, or Uhura?
Well, okay. Yeoman Rand was at the beginning of that where stuff was happening that I probably shouldn't say. And then Uhura came in with her pointies, as he says in the clip.
Very
So-
good.
That's what I'm going to say is Uhura.
Uhura with her pointies? Is that what he said?
Yes,
Yeah.
Freaking Badger, dude.
I know.
Can you remind me which was the one that had all the drug problems? Was it Rand, the actress that played Rand, or was it Chapel? Well, Chapel was what's her name? Majel Barrett, right?
Majel Barrett, yeah.
So it must have been Yeoman Rand, but there was some huge, like, horrible life that person had after Star Trek or something.
I think it did have something to do with that.
Yeah, it was sad. All right, Uhura
But
is
she's all good now, though.
Is she?
She's
Oh,
all,
good.
Yep.
She's all cleaned up.
Hmm?
Well, that's fantastic. Daryl, here's your chance to win. Let's see if you got it.
Congratulations!
Lovely.
You're a winner.
According to Scott Fletcher, you're a winner. Uhura is the one that distracts Scotty. This causes Spock to win the contest on account of a slight case of death from Chekhov. Here's a clip of that happening.
Meanwhile, Scotty's in the transporter room fiddling with levers when Lieutenant Uhura comes in, and she's got, her big pointies, and Scotty's fingers are all sweaty. No. Chekhov screams. He sprays blood out of his mouth. Oh. Scotty beamed his guts into space. No way. Hey, man, where are you going? You're missing the best part.
What, did Pete leave or something? I don't remember what happened there.
There was a third guy in the room.
Exactly, it was Jesse Pinkman.
Oh, Jesse was sitting through that whole thing. He was doing one of his staring into nothing faces.
Just dazed and right, exactly. Yeah. I like how Badger calls her Uhura.
Yeah, Uhura. I guess I got that better than he did. All right, way to go there, Daryl. You finished off with a 50-50, and that's not too bad considering what a weird week it was. You'll have a chance to do this all again next week. He is the Trek Nerd on Twitter, and also This Week in Trek's own Daryl Skeels, a show you should listen to if you like Star Trek at all. We have one listener who will not be listening, but that's okay. We know he doesn't like Star Trek, and we get it. All right, moving on. Daryl, give us a contest of some sort.
Okay, is this a Star Trek character or actual currency?
Here's your theme for that right here. All right, Flappy Bird. There you go.
That was good.
So you're collecting currency right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyat.
Currency or Star Trek?
Kyat.
Sounds like a real currency to me, but I don't know.
It does to me too. How's it spelled?
Kyat.
Kyat. Or Star Trek race is what you're saying?
Star Trek character.
Star Trek character.
Oh,
okay.
so somebody named Kyat.
Yeah.
That complicates it. Was it the Kyat that was whining in that clip I played? Was that the Kyat?
Yeah. Somebody think of the Kyat.
Yeah. If your cat does that, you need a new cat. I don't know, man. What do you think? Where are you leaning?
I still like the currency thought. Let's stick with currency.
All right, currency it is.
Yeah.
You're a winner. It's Burmese money.
Yay,
Burmese.
Money.
Wow.
Burmese. The Burmese have weird named money. That we can admit.
Television highlights of the news of yesteryear.
Hey, look, it's Thursday News, and it's brought to you by...
It's better than Bitcoin. Join me on Saturday, March 1st at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be streaming my first 24-hour gaming marathon for a good cause. Sergeant Julian Torres lost his legs while conducting an IED sweep in Afghanistan, and now this wounded Marine needs our help. I will be working with Homes for Our Troops and raising funds to build Sergeant Torres a handicap-accessible home. Please come watch and donate if you can at twitch.tv/SavatarOwns.
We have a couple of these that are sad today. That one's sad. It's good he's doing this, though.
He says, if you can't be there for the stream but would still like to donate, please visit hfotusa.org. You can select Sergeant Torres from the list of recipients or choose any of the heroes who need our help. That's twitch.tv/SavatarOwns. And thanks again, Corporal Matthew Hayworth, USMC veteran.
We have another one coming up that's rough.
Another sad one, yeah.
Yeah. But, hey, that's what we do here. All comers,
Exactly.
man. All comers.
Exactly, yes. The world isn't always a happy place, but
No.
if we can contribute and shed a little light and help turn a sad situation into something a little bit better, then by golly, that's what we'll do.
That's right. Brian, you ever been to West Virginia?
I'm trying to remember. I think I have.
I flew over it once.
Newport News. Newport News is in Virginia, I believe.
That sounds right.
But I think I still have been to. No, Newport News is actually, it's a town, but there's also a newspaper there. It's like the town is called Newport News.
Pretty sure there's a movie with John Cusack, I want to say, called The Newport News or something.
But I think that's Virginia.
News movie. Let's see. Yeah. It's called. Oh, no. Maybe not. No, this just is giving me movie theaters in Newport. That's
I
fine.
don't think I've been to Wheeling.
Oh. Have you
I don't
been,
think I've been to West Virginia.
have you been to Kermit, West Virginia? No.
I definitely have not been to Kermit.
It's really pretty all year. It's always green, and their slogan is "It's not easy being green." A Pizza Hut in southern West Virginia, where a district manager was caught on surveillance video urinating into a sink by the food, is closing permanently. Gone.
Yeah.
Out.
It's hard to come back from something like that.
The video dated January 29th shows the manager of the Kermit, West Virginia restaurant urinating in a metal sink in a food preparation area. The incident occurred after business hours. The employee was promptly fired. Pizza Hut Corp. Spokesman Doug Turfer. How do you say that name?
Turfer.
Probably just Turfer.
Turfer.
That's a rough name.
That is, yeah.
Doug Turfer. It's Terfehr.
It looks like it would sound the same backwards and forwards.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah, it does.
Turfer.
What do you call that? That's got a name. What's that word? Same forward as this?
Palindrome or not palindrome?
Palindrome's a number, right? Like 121.
No. Well, palindrome can be a word also, but one that sounds the same both backwards and forwards. If it's spelled the same backwards and forwards, it's a palindrome. But if it's I would guess it's an ambonym.
Wow, is that it? That sounds right.
I mean, that'd be what I'd call it.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it now. That's the new name for it. Let's see. He says the decision was to permanently close the restaurant, and they made this decision on February 19th, the day after the video surfaced. The restaurant was owned by Wichita, Kansas-based Rage Incorporated. The company's website says it owns Pizza Huts in 7 states, including other West Virginia locations. Be on the lookout for
Rage Incorporated.
Why? My pizza tastes like urine. I'm not prepared to tell you why I know that, but
yeah,
I'd sure like to have you make another pizza, please.
So here's
It's gross.
the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that it's a district manager doing that. You hear like employees doing this stuff all the time and instantly fired. And
what is a district manager though? What does that mean? You deal with multiple.
That means he goes around to multiple stores.
Okay.
Like he manages a district of Pizza Huts. He pops in. We had a John Beckman was the district manager for Taco Bell when I worked there in 1986. He was a little person.
Did he ever pee in anything?
No,
Okay.
I never saw him pee in anything.
Okay.
I never saw him. Man, maybe he never peed. But
Okay. All right.
yeah. He would basically make the rounds to
I love that.
to all the different stores.
I love that he was a little guy because I don't know why I like it when they're in positions of authority because it smacks in the face of stereotype. I like it.
Right, exactly. And what was really funny is about a year after I quit, I was actually in another Taco Bell that he managed, and he popped in. He came over and said, "Hey, Brian, how's it going, man?" And like, "Oh, good to see you, John." And chat for a second. He says, "If you ever want to come back to Taco Bell, I'll make you a shift leader."
Whoa.
It's like, ooh.
What's a shift leader? What would that
That's
do?
basically, you've got your manager, you've got your assistant manager below them, and then below that, somewhere way down in the list, you've got shift leader. That's basically right before you just got hired.
Wow.
It's like it's the level right above new kid off the street.
So I assume you've got like a shift. Okay, so you have different shifts during the day.
Right.
And let's say a new group comes in at 3 to take the afternoon shift.
You would basically lead that shift and say, "All right, Kelsey, you're going to be working the line today. Bob, you're going to be working the fryer. Tom, you're in drive-through because you're great in drive-through." That'd be kind of the shift leader. But then the assistant manager could come in and say, "No, Bob, you're on the fryer. Bill, you're going to be doing drive-through. But Kelsey, yeah, you go ahead and stay on the line."
That's crazy. I'd never heard of a more artificial position than that.
It really is. It's all the power without the power.
Huh. Wow. I think it's ironic the name of this company that owns this franchise is called Rage Incorporated.
Right.
That's pretty good.
Wichita, Kansas. Rage in Wichita.
Confused Japanese tourists inadvertently prompt a high-speed chase right here in Salt Lake City, Utah. This happened yesterday. A family of Japanese tourists got more excitement than they had probably bargained for on their holiday drive through Utah. Utah Police Lieutenant Brad Horn said he saw a Hertz rental car driving. Why does that matter if it's Hertz? What does that matter?
It doesn't. That's really funny.
That's so stupid. Hertz Rent-A-Car.
They wanted the promotion.
A guy wearing Nike shoes. What does it matter? Rented car driving erratically on I-15 near the border. Which border? They don't say. And thought the driver might be drunk. When he turned his police lights on, the car only moved faster. Horn followed the car on a 7-mile chase down the highway at speeds of up to 75 miles per hour. It's not very fast, actually, on the highway. I don't know why they think that's fast. That's kind of not fast. I think that's the limit, actually.
Parts of it, no. I mean, yeah.
If it's up near the border on the actual highway there's no way that's
75?
less than 75.
Okay.
It's just so stupid. That seems like not a high-speed chase. That seems like a
speed limit chase.
A cop following you. That's what that is. Quote, the vehicle was all over the road, on the shoulder, in between the lanes, and the vehicle didn't stop, unquote. He told KSL, that's our local NBC affiliate. The vehicle didn't respond to lights or sirens, and at that point, since there was so many of our extra officers in that area, they were able to put the spikes out, and they spiked 3 of the vehicle's tires. So, they're not stopping, clearly. Police eventually spoke to the vehicle's driver and passengers, a Japanese couple and their 7-year-old son, who were driving from California to Bryce Canyon National Park, so this must be on the southern border, but were clearly unfamiliar with some basic rules of the road. They weren't charged, they barely knew English, and they let them go.
I love that.
Yeah.
It just... I would love to have been a fly on the wall inside that car.
Oh, dude.
Just to hear...
Oh, no.
Oh, he's still catching up to us. I don't want to make it sound like some sort of stereotype 80s comedy bit.
Uh-huh.
But
like the kid that lived on the bunk in 16 Candles or whatever?
Yes.
What was his name?
Long Duck Dong.
Yeah, I mean, good Lord. The 80s were harsh when it came to Asian.
They were, yes. Poor
Asian
Ken
stereotypes.
Watanabe and fighting those stereotypes all throughout his career.
Right. But see, the way I see this is I can't imagine. I mean, look, there are law-abiding, road-worthy Japanese drivers all over Japan.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is happening. In a way, I feel like we've made an error because we've said, oh, they don't speak English and they're from Japan. They don't know. No, they should know. They should know what they're doing. Driving between lanes and over medians and in the dirt of the shoulder and stuff. That isn't just because you come from another country.
They've been watching way too much Dukes of Hazzard. No,
Right.
I've seen photos of Japan. They have police cars there too with lights on their roads.
Yeah, none of these things. Yes, it's not. They didn't come from some village where they've never seen people or cars before.
Right.
I'm a little bugged now that we just let that slide. Oh well. Whatever. Maybe that was the easy thing to do. That's your news. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys did too.
I certainly did.
HelloFresh.com is here to tell you who says fresh. Oh, that's that. I'm thinking of that South Park. I'm thinking of that South Park episode.
Oh, I think you're probably.
Robot Man. Hello, Robot
It's
Man.
on my side too.
Yeah, it went away already though.
There we go. Now it's gone away. I think you're thinking of the Dave Thomas Old Fashioned Hamburgers.
Hamburgers. Let's see. Let's play that real quick.
Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers.
Yeah, that's what I am thinking of.
Old Fashioned Hamburgers.
Old Fashioned. They are sponsoring the show, and I've said it before. I'll say it again. They do make fun of cooking, make cooking fun again. I noticed they had a changeover for the new recipes this week, and we're looking at spicy chicken and pepper noodles, peppercorn steak, which looks insane, with rosemary potatoes, roasted broccoli, sesame crusted tuna. Oh, this is killing me. Turkish lamb meatballs and mushroom quesadillas.
Hello, Fresh. Please come to Colorado, please.
So good. If they're in your area, go check. It's at HelloFresh.com, and you can find out immediately. And if they are, you can save some money. We want to save you money. They'll send those farm fresh ingredients straight to your doorstep, and you'll get 50% off if you're a first-time customer using this code MorningStream50. A 50. I say it the way my brother says it. A 50. Do it now. Do it often. We love them.
If communists have attempted to inject their propaganda into the motion picture, they have failed miserably.
It's Celebrity Poop, brought to you by...
What seemed like a normal bout with sinus and allergy issues turned into a rush to the ER, and then 3 days later, brain surgery. My friend Scott was diagnosed with an aggressive brain cancer, which was then accompanied by a stroke after surgery. Did I mention he's 34 years old? Not a typo, 34. His wife and 4 kids are now doing their best to deal with everything, and his friends want to help him get through the large medical bills continuing to stack up. If you would like to help, please go to tiny.cc/helphooper to read about it and to donate. We just want to help make it just a little bit easier for the young family. Even if you could spare 50 cents, it would be appreciated. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Wow.
Aww.
What the heck? No,
It's horrible.
No 34-year-old hard-working, tax-paying, good father, husband should have to go have an aggressive brain tumor removed and then experience all these horrible things. I mean, I know things happen.
34, man. Jeez.
It just makes me. I feel really bad for this guy. So help him out, guys. Man. It just makes you want to go hug your dog or something. I just hate that story. I just hate it. Let us know if we can do anything else. Bieber. Let's get right into something dumb now that we talked about something serious. Let's talk about something dumb.
Yes.
Justin Bieber says he's going to go ahead and stand trial after all. He's going to go ahead and take it. He's going to go to the man. He's going to have a fleet of lawyers, and he's going to fight this. Justin Bieber and the Miami prosecutors will not strike a plea deal in his DUI case, and sources connected with the case say the trial is now almost certain. I don't know how I got amongst and almost mixed up. TMZ broke the story. That's the sound of TMZ breaking the story.
That's them breaking the story. That's 11. Highway 11 breaking the story.
Yep. It says prosecutors are offering no contest plea to reckless driving with strings attached. Notably, Justin must submit to a random drug testing for 6 to 9 months. Sources connected with Bieber say they will not accept any plea that has probationary terms, especially drug testing. Well, duh, because he's taking a lot of drugs all the time.
Yeah, right.
Really? You don't want that one? I wonder why. That's really interesting.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and pass on anything that involves drug testing.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm sure that his lawyers are like, well, you can sell it as this is a breach of my privacy, no matter whether you're taking them or not. But I know what you're doing. We're not stupid. Yeah. Every time he takes a picture of himself or someone takes a picture of him, he's stoned. So that's what you're going to get. Law enforcement sources tell the online rag they will not deal if Justin does not agree to a random drug test. Period. As a result, both sides are at an impasse. It looks like he's going to have to stand trial, and I think that's actually good. So, go ahead. Don't do your drug testing. Stand trial, buddy.
Right.
Do it like everyone else has to do it.
I'd say pick something harsher, maybe.
Yeah. Stand up there. Have them bear the case out, find you guilty, and spend some time in jail. Do a little community service. Wear an ankle thing. Why not? You bought the chicken, now eat it. Right? That's the phrase. That's the old saying.
You bought the chicken, now eat it. Yeah, I think that's the Canadian version of the phrase.
Oh, yeah. We usually say you made your bed, now sleep in it.
Right, exactly. But in Canada, they change things up a little bit. Everything.
So,
they can't just leave it the way we made it.
So
they have to change.
You bought the chicken, eh? Now you got to eat it.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right. Finally, check this out. This is exciting news. Adam Driver, he was in that Girls show. Do you watch Girls?
Nope. I do not.
I'm not interested in that at all.
I watch Girls, but I don't see the HBO show.
Oh, reminds me, I had a listener yesterday calling you out via email saying, duh, Brian. What's that sex show you were talking about yesterday with Lizzie
Sex
Kaplan?
and the City? Oh, Masters of Sex.
She goes, Masters of Sex is on Showtime, not HBO. Duh.
Oh, did I say HBO? Whatever.
You did, but it's whatever. It's all synonymous. Paid cable, all right?
Hey, look, if that's the worst thing somebody can say about what I do here, bring it on.
Yeah, bring it. Bring it.
Send your hate mail.
I guess this guy was on that show.
Okay.
And was well liked. Like a lot of people thought he kind of carried the season. He's a weird looking dude. There's a picture there.
Really?
He's a weird looking dude. After Star Wars, it says Star Wars Episode 7 may have found its villain. Adam Driver is reportedly in final talks to play the main bad guy in the first installment of J.J. Abrams' upcoming planned Star Wars trilogy. Is it? I didn't know they were planning a trilogy. I guess that's good.
Sure. I didn't know they were going to stop at 3.
Yeah, I don't think they are, but whatever.
No.
Details of the role is unknown, but Variety reports that the character is in the same vein as the iconic villain Darth Vader. Driver was first linked to the tentpole project after last year with Michael Fassbender and Hugo Weaving. But scheduling conflicts reportedly stood in the way. Now that the girl star has resolved that issue, a deal is expected to be finalized in the coming days, and an official announcement to follow soon. Fassbender and Weaving are in this.
I didn't know that. Wow.
That's exciting.
That is exciting. Looking at the pictures of this guy, I'm guessing that his character name is going to be Darth Doofus.
Yeah, Darth Doofface. That's how it'll be.
Right, because you got to change it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, because Star Wars.
Right, Darth Sidious.
City, like Insidious, but
Darth Maul, but with a U.
Yeah. So this guy will be Darth Doofface.
Yes, it is with a U.
I hadn't heard anything about Fassbender and Weaving. I have to ask Schleicher about that. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Those guys would be like, well, they'd go either way. They could be bad. They could be Jedi Masters. I don't know which way to go with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's great, though. I'm excited.
You add those two guys to your film, and it's already up a few notches for sure.
I would like to personally petition to get Cliff Clavin back in, since his fantastic early role as Dude, what said close the doors because it's too cold out now for Luke to survive in the second movie, in Empire Strikes Back.
By the way, Fassbender and Weaving were two of the moves that the Japanese tourists were doing on the highways of Salt Lake, Utah.
The Japanese couple just pulled a Fassbender.
Look, they're weaving.
They're weaving. Which way? Hugo, I don't know. All right. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen Hugo Weaving in the new Hobbit movies, just because, an excuse to stick him in, you know?
No, they'd rather have the pie maker, I guess.
Yeah, he's great in there.
He is great.
I was so impressed with that and didn't know it was him the whole time I was impressed. Now I'm more impressed. But he still can't kiss that girl. Because she'll die if she kisses him.
Can't touch her.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a good show. You hear they're trying to bring that back, right?
I did, yeah.
I'm down with that. I would watch it. I don't think too much time has passed.
No, I'd watch it. You remember when they had the unaired episodes? Like there were like 2 episodes or something that just never made it to air.
Yeah, heard about that.
And
never saw them.
Either Netflix or maybe it was on the DVD and we rented it. So we wanted to see those last 2 unaired episodes. They weren't very good. Is
that why they didn't air them?
It's almost like I don't know. It's almost like they knew. It's almost like they knew that they were getting canceled. Said, "Well, all right, let's just kind of phone these last 2 in to complete our contractual obligation."
Oh, that makes me sad.
Yeah.
I want that show to be good.
But I think if they brought it back, obviously it would be above the level. You know, Dead Like Me would be another one of those shows that I'd love to see it come back, and I'd love to see it kind of erase that.
That movie thing or whatever.
That movie, right?
That was so bad.
Without Mandy Patinkin.
What were they doing?
Yeah.
Didn't they know? They had to know.
They had to know.
I mean, I'm not even saying Patinkin's the biggest problem, him not being there. I love him.
No, I do too.
But
and I love
just not good.
What's his face who played Desmond on Lost.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
Was the fill-in guy, but still, it wasn't up to high quality.
Oh, that's
anyway.
right. That was Desmond. That's right.
Yeah,
he was good.
I was reminded by a listener of that recently. He's like, you remember who filled in for Patinkin in that Dead Like Me movie? I'm like, no.
Yeah. I always get him.
Penny's boat.
I always get him mixed up with the dude from Lost. I get mixed up with the guy from BSG that played Baltar. I always get those guys mixed up.
Oh, sure.
I don't know why. They're both just kind of maniac eyes.
Like accent and
there's just something about their character.
It's like the evil twin, though, like the Baltar guy, because you see him pop up every once in a while. He's on an episode of CSI recently.
Right.
You see him pop up all the time. And he's like the evil twin version of Desmond.
always that same face too.
Yes, exactly.
The guy that played Desmond, Desmond's character? Did we get resolution with him? I can't remember how that ended with him.
Sure. Well, he ended up back with Penny in the quote unquote afterlife,
the little purgatory joint thing they were in. Okay.
Well, he did end up with Penny because he didn't die on the island. He oh geez,
that's what I don't remember. I don't
remember. I think he was on the plane that flew got away with Kate and.
But was he a chick in the bucket in that he never showed up again? Like, did we just not have any resolution?
No, we had closure. He was in the very end. He was in the last episode of the last scene in the church with Penny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they kind of had to do that, right?
Yeah.
But I always felt unsatisfied with where he ended up somehow. I don't know why. I felt like he had a bigger role to play, and they just fizzled it out. Also, where was Paolo and Nikki? How come they weren't in the church?
Yeah, right.
What's going on there?
Because they, who knows? Because of the spider bite, the fatal spider bite. Yeah. Just you don't come back to the afterlife even from that.
Nope. Nope.
I don't know what the fans would have thought with that whole thing if Nikki and Paolo would have.
Also, I blew my kids' minds. We were watching that new Hobbit, and I said, I leaned over to Carter. I go, you know who's playing that female elf? And she goes, yeah, that's Kate from Lost. I said, yeah. That is Kate from Lost. Did you also know that she's now married to Charlie from Lost, who was a Hobbit in the first Lord of the Rings trilogy?
Wait a minute. Evangeline Lilly is married to...
oh, yeah. They got married.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah.
Good for them.
So she didn't either, and I blew her mind. So you're just like my daughter today. I'm blowing your mind.
No idea. That's amazing.
Charlie and... no, it's not her name, but what's her name?
Evangeline Lilly is the actress, and his name is...
Look at him making out of that vacation. Dominique Monaghan. There you go.
Dominique Monaghan, yeah.
Oh, you know what? They may have broken up. Hold on.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's what Ironic Name is saying.
Oh, they did. They were together 04 to 09, and they're not together anymore.
Aw.
But I like the idea that they were both in a Lord of the Rings movie. I think that's great.
Right.
Ooh, he looks
That's
weird
right. Yeah,
now.
he was. That's right. Desmond was crucial to recruiting everybody in the Flash Sideways. Like, he was the one who went around and kind of gave everybody the realization as to their real.
Yeah, and I liked that. I thought that was cool, but I just felt like we never. I don't know why I didn't feel like I got any closure, but clearly we must have gotten something out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at them making out. They're both short. Anyway. Well, that's too bad. They're not together anymore. The Hobbit and the Elf were not meant to be.
Aw.
Okay, that's it for that. I thought they got married.
Rabbit hole.
I don't know why I thought they got married. Let's give a moment to Tweaked Audio. Our friends at tweakedaudio.com making earbuds that plug right into your device. That's the whole point. You got a phone, you got an iPod, you got I don't know, what are people listening to things on? It's all phones now, I guess. Mm-hmm. Stick it in there, and suddenly the noise reduction just envelops you, takes you to another place, and screw everyone else. I'm a big fan of like ambient noise. I love like rain and thunder stuff.
Yeah, we have one of those sound machines in our house for that purpose, just to kind of every once in a while give a little bit of that.
I use an app. I still use an app called, I always forget, Nature. Hold on. I always forget the name even though I use it all the time. Nature Space, it's called. On the iPhone. I've been using it for years, and it's great, and it's just got every kind of any sound you can ever think of. Midnight in a forest, or these crazy exotic locations they go to and record these things. Anyway,
does it have is there a setting for Barbara Babcock's cat?
No, I'm gonna petition for one though immediately after this program. So they're gonna sound great though with your Tweaked Audio earbuds. That kind of stuff just shines. But so do books, so does music, so do podcasts. Everything does. Use Stream at checkout for 33% off for your next pair of earbuds at tweakedaudio.com. Brian, let's take a break, play a song. We'll be back in a minute with Call Now. Before that,
Music time. Dear Seinfeld and Banya, first, a baby announcement. My wife gave birth to our first child on October 10th, Nicholas Bauer. Nick Bauer was the closest to Jack Bauer I could convince my wife to name him. Being a parent is the most amazing thing ever. I can't imagine life without him. By the time you read this, he should be almost 5 months old. Please enjoy the attached pictures. Oh, I didn't look at them. Sorry, I will enjoy them. I'll go back and enjoy them. Second, my birthday is on February 29th. Since I got screwed out of birthdays 3 out of every 4 years, I was hoping you'd play a song for me. I don't think I've ever heard you guys play a cover of Maroon 5 songs, so that's what I'd love to request. Any song will do. Love the Drobo. John Bauer from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Great.
Wow, a leap year baby.
I would have totally got pushed for Jack. If you've already got the Bauer, you kind of have to, don't you? Because by the time that kid's old enough, it'll be all ironic and in the past anyway, and nobody will care as much.
Tell that to a coworker that Tina had for a while named Marshall Dillon.
Oh, dude, really?
Yeah.
Marshall Dillon.
Actually,
that's kind of cool too, though. I kind of like it.
It's cool that there was a lot of snickering and stuff going on. It's probably, oh, your name's Marshall Dillon. That's really cool. And then the break room later on, Marshall Dillon.
What's great is you would never get teased when you were a little kid because the kids don't know, right? But you'd only start getting teased when you're like old enough for people to say, "Oh yeah, it's a gun smoke. I got it." That's great.
Right.
Anyway.
So I wonder if John, since he's a leap year baby, if he does that whole, I'm only 18, even though you're 4 times that number or whatever, all right. Let's do a cover of a Maroon 5 song for the happy family there. This is mind blowing. This came out 2 years ago on an EP called Now or Never, and it's from a band that you're very familiar with from the 80s, and probably thought that, well, that's the last I'll ever hear of this band. But no, they're back, and or back a couple of years ago at least, and they've done a cover of Moves Like Jagger for that EP. Here are Bananaama.
Or as I like to say it, I need to move my jacket. That's what I always heard when I heard it. Well, here it is. It's Bananaama, back from the dead for Moves Like Jagger. We'll be back in a minute.
Nine Lives presents Morris.
The castle's almost finished, Your Majesty.
Good. Reserve the dungeon for yourself.
Here's the enchanted tower.
This is her second childhood today.
Hungry, Morris?
Lower the drawbridge. I'm leaving.
Don't be finicky. There's 9 lives.
Hark, the sea winds bring a message.
Liver and chicken, savory stew.
9 Lives savory stew.
9 Lives. Nutritious foods cats really like, even Morris.
Only fit for a king, 9 Lives.
Mind your manners.
The Morning Stream. Shut up, baby. I know it.
And we're back. We're back. Check it out, everybody. We're back. Wow, Bananaama still kicking
Still
it.
kicking it. Yep.
That's great. How old are they?
Yeah.
They got to be in their like 50s or something, right? 50-year-old ladies.
I think so. Yeah, probably.
They all ladies. They're all ladies.
They were all ladies.
All right.
By the way, John Morris, who does the voice there that we heard as Morris the cat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, John Irwin. I said John Morris.
John Morris.
John
Wow.
Irwin. Also, I believe, did the voice of He-Man.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I think that's all John Irwin.
Of He-Man himself?
He-Man. Morris the cat and He-Man.
I'm Adam, Prince of Eternia.
That's the one.
I can kind of hear it. Okay, fair enough. Wow, that's a weird piece of trivia.
Isn't that great?
Really great. Ladies and gentlemen, well, it's time for this.
Call now.
It's a little game we play sometimes when Wendy's not here, because she's not here today. And we need to play Call Now.
Call now.
Which is you guys calling the Skype account My Extra Life. If you're in the chat room, you'll see it repeated probably by Jeannie, because she is awesome that way. But it's My Extra Life on Skype. You don't have to add me as a friend. You just have to call it. And it will let me pull calls in. And the goal today is to ask us anything you want live here on the show. It can be anything, but it needs to be a question. And I'm going to hang up on you when you ask it and answer it while you're not there.
Right.
Because you just listen to the answer. Try to have your radio/streaming speaker device down when you call, because there's a giant delay between what we say and what you hear. And are there any other rules? Probably not.
That's it. Wow. Jeez.
I can't think of anything else. So please call us now. Join us, won't you?
Taskmaster Johnson, right here.
Well, you like to lay it out, and
That's true.
I'm actually in the mood to... Oh, here's one. We might know this guy.
All right.
Oh, did that hang up on you, Brian? Brian? Mike? Okay, that's weird. Hold on. Hold on. No, I don't want to have it on hold. Okay, well, that didn't work out very well. I'll try that again. Oh, we doing those today? Thanks, babe. All right, we're going to try that again. Sorry, everybody. Brian? You there? Oh, weird. Hold on. Why am I not being called? Hold on. That's not good. Okay, hold on. Where the heck? All right, I got to pause the show because something's up here. Hold on. We're going to fix this. I don't know what Skype did. I can't think of anything else. In the mood. Oh, here's one. Okay, let me fix that. Hold on. All right. I don't know why I lost his call. All right. Hello, Brian. Maybe we just lost Brian. That may have been it. His call may have crashed. Maybe I crashed him. Is he in the chat saying anything? Oh, come on. Sorry, video people. You have to sit and watch all this. I hate when this stuff happens. Well, what the heck? I don't know what has happened. I think Brian's been kicked. And if someone else is trying to call, I can't see it. So I don't know what's going on. Hello? No? Nothing? Did anyone hear from Brian? Did he crash? Is he saying anything? No, he's on the thing. He's in the chat. He's showing us away right now. Well, what the heck? Brian, try calling me, dude. And I'll add you. If you can hear me. Actually, I suppose I could type it. Here, Brian. Call me Brian. Okay, we'll see if that makes a difference. Well, I don't know what happened. It's not letting me accept any calls right now. Skype took a total fart. Oh, I haven't tried on my phone. He's in the chat room, though. He sees me. So, Brian, try calling me, dude. Oh, the poor YouTube people have to sit here and deal with this bunch of silence. Ibbotson down. Ibbotson down. Wait, you guys are hearing echo? You shouldn't be hearing echo. I don't know what's going on. This is really, really janky. I think I'm going to restart Skype. How about that? Quit Skype. Okay. Hello? Okay, wait. Hold on. What the heck? Hello? No? Nothing? I'm not doing... I don't know what's going on. I'm not doing anything weird. It says... Look, you guys can see it, right? You can see it's calling him. Those little white dots going up his chest there, that's me calling him. I don't know, dude. I don't know what's going on. Skype's just like taking a giant dump. All right, well, that's where I'm going to end the show for the YouTube people, just because